كده. So to drive someone up the wall, what does this idiom mean? It means to annoy someone, to make someone extremely angry. To make someone extremely angry. So you can say, I remember when we were at college, we didn't buy the books, and the professor was so angry, and she said, "You drove me up the wall." It means what? We made her extremely angry because we did not buy the books. You see, professors like care that much about that buying books. So to drive someone up the wall, it means to annoy someone or to bother someone a lot, to make someone extremely angry, to drive someone up the wall. We have also hit the road. It's also famous. Hit the road means to start a journey or to start, like, let's say that you're going to travel. So when you start your travel, you say, let's hit the road. So we need to hit the road before 5 a.m. if we want to arrive at mom's house by noon. This one is wrong. It should be capitalized. Mom here should be capitalized. Okay. Hey, we need, and here we should, like, we should add exclamatory point. So we need to hit the road. It means we need to start our journey. يعني ده يعني هنبدأ نسافر فنقول hit the road. حلو جدا جدا ان احنا نستخدم idioms واحنا بنتكلم، خصوصا ان كانت الايديوم مستخدمه كتير هناك، لانه ده معناه ان انا I listen a lot، ومعناه ان انا مش هفكر بالعربي كتير. يبقى to drive someone the wall, to drive someone up the wall معناه to make someone extremely angry. So my brother kept talking in his sleep during our vacation and he drove me up the wall. He drove me up the wall. Now so start listening. طبعا اتفقنا في listening الأول we have to read the questions first and then we're going to listen. So I will give you 1 minute to read the questions. I will scroll down. Thank you. Start reading the question. Okay. Okay, now let's go down. Now read the following question. Okay, now the last question. Okay, so now have you read the questions? Have you read the questions?
Yes.
Yes, so ready to listen?
Yes.
So remember?
We are ready.
Yes, to drive someone up the wall. What does it mean to drive someone up the wall? What does it mean? What does it mean to drive someone up the wall?
Make him angry.
Vex, you know the word vex, V-E-X, vex someone or annoy someone or make someone extremely furious, extremely angry. Now hit the road to start a journey. Now start listening.
Hey, taxi. Ah, great. Thanks for pulling over. Where to? I'm going to the National Museum of Art and...
Sure, hop in. No problem. Hang on.
Oh, excuse me. How long does it take to get there?
Well, that all depends on the traffic, but it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes for the average driver.
Oh,
And I'm not average. I have driving down to an art, so we should be able to cruise through traffic and get there in less than 12 minutes.
okay. Sorry for asking.
Yeah.
But do you have any idea how much the fare will be?
Oh, it shouldn't be more than $18, not including
A tip, of course. Oh, and by the way, do you know what time the museum closes?
well, I would guess around 6 o'clock.
Oh, do you have the time?
Yeah, it's 4:30.
Thanks.
This is your first time to the city, right?
Yeah, how did you know?
Well, you could tell tourists a mile away in the city because they walk down the street looking straight up at the skyscrapers.
Is it that obvious?
Well,
Oh, before I forget, can you recommend any good restaurants downtown that offer meals at a reasonable price?
well, the Mexican restaurant La Fajita is fantastic.
Oh,
It's not as inexpensive as other places I know, but the decor is very authentic
okay.
and the portions are larger than most places I've been to.
Sounds great. How do I get there from the museum?
Well, you can catch the subway right outside the museum. There are buses that run that way, but you would have to transfer a couple of times. And there are taxis too, but they don't run by the museum that often.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, would you like to listen again? Would you like to listen again?
Yes.
Yes. Listen again.
Hey, taxi.
I know it's noisy because they're outside. So yeah.
Oh, great. Thanks for pulling over. Where to? I'm going to the National Museum of Art and
Sure, hop in. No problem. Hang on.
uh, excuse me. How long does it take to get there?
Well, that all depends on the traffic, but it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes for the average driver.
Oh,
And I'm not average. I have driving down to an art. So we should be able to cruise through traffic and get there in less than 12 minutes.
okay. Sorry for asking.
Yeah?
But do you have any idea how much the fare will be?
Oh, it shouldn't be more than $18, not including a tip, of course.
Oh, and by the way, do you know what time the museum closes?
Well, I would guess around 6 o'clock.
Oh, do you have the time?
Yeah, it's 4:30.
Thanks.
This is your first time to the city, right?
Yeah, how did you know?
Well, you can tell tourists a mile away in the city because they walk down the street looking straight up at the skyscrapers.
Is it that obvious?
Well,
Oh, before I forget, can you recommend any good restaurants downtown that offer meals at a reasonable price?
the Mexican restaurant La Fajita is fantastic.
Oh,
It's not as inexpensive as other places I know, but the decor is very authentic.
Okay.
And the portions are larger than most places I've been to.
sounds great. How do I get there from the museum?
Well, you can catch the subway right outside the museum. There are buses that run that way, but you would have to transfer a couple of times. And there are taxis too, but they don't run by the museum that often.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. I know this is not the best, the best quality ever. I know, but like it's meant to be that noisy because as I told you, they're outside and in real life, you don't expect people to speak quietly or like you don't expect to have a quiet environment. Okay. So where is the man going?
To a museum.
A museum.
Yes, very good.
A national museum.
He said I'm going to the National Museum of Art. وده التكنيك الأولى في الليسننج إنه ممكن في أول جملة يقول الإجابة. يعني أنا لو سمعت في الجملة الأولى راحت عليا أول سؤال. وده بيحصل في الايلتس احيانا بيحصل في الايلتس وبيحصل في اي امتحان دولي اللي ممكن يجيب لي اول جمله فيها الاجابه على طول فانا ما اسرحش بالذات في الليسننج مفيش وقت في السرحان. How long will it take to get to his destination? What does destination mean?
The final
مسافة.
arrival place.
The final, yes, very good. The place is heading to. Very good. So how long will it take him to get to his destination? Get to means to reach or to arrive to. Yes, to reach. You can say also to reach. So what is the answer?
Under 12 minutes.
Under 12 minutes. He said
12
that it
minutes.
will be, yes, very good. 12. He said it should be 20 for average, and I'm not average. What does average mean? Yeah, so here we have it depends. Remember, it depends. Like you shouldn't say some keep saying it's depend. No, it depends, and we don't say depend. We have to make sure that we pronounce that correctly. Depends on the traffic. So it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes. لو كان تكنيك صح كان هيحط هنا 20 minutes عشان ده أول حاجة سمعناها بس هو ما حطهاش. قال I'm not average. It means I'm not anyone. Like I'm not anyone. I'm better than others, and I'm better than most. So you can say I have driving down. Like I'm driving down to an art. It means like I did it really well. So we should be able to cruise through the traffic and get there in less than 12 minutes. Yes, very good. Now we have this one. Yes. What time does the place in question one close? At what time does it close?
At 6 p.m.
6 o'clock.
This one was clear and yes, very good. He said that I guess around 6 o'clock. Very good. And this one, how much will it will the fare? What does fare mean? Fare.
The money required for
Very
the
good.
taxi drive.
Excellent, very good. Like the money that we pay, like for people when they do individual like tasks, it is not a salary, it is not a wage. Yes, not including a tip. A tip, a tip means the extra money that people like used to give to waitress or waiters or taxi drivers. Yes. So here of this one. What is the answer here?
Between 10 and 15.
Between 10 and 15. Are you sure of this one?
Between
No.
15 and
He
20.
said this should be
He didn't mention the tip, right? He
18.
just, But he said it should be.
Under 18.
So
Not including the tip.
Between
Between 15
and 20.
and 20.
between 15 and 20. Yes, because he said it shouldn't be more than 18. It shouldn't be more than 18, not including a tip, of course. So he said that like it shouldn't be more than 18, but he did not say it should be less than what. So it's like we have to have this one. The closest one then is 18. Yes. So it's this one. Yes. 5 and 10 and 10 to 15 is like too much less than expected. Now, where is the man going later? Downtown. Downtown.
Bartlett.
Downtown means the city center. So he is going to
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
a restaurant. He said, before I forget, like, can I recommend any good restaurant downtown that offers meat? MashaAllah, I guess you're good. I'm sure next time we're going to have the advanced one. What do you think? We can have the advanced one next time. Very good. Now we have this one. We have here. For sure, like here, as I told you, you can also go up here to see the like listening script. As I told you, you can have only one. By the way, it takes, as you see here, it takes 1 minute, 39 seconds maximum, like this one. It takes 1 minute only, like about 1 minute and a half, 1 minute and a half. So even if you listen to it 10 times, it will take at least like about, let's say maximum 15 minutes. Let's say about 20 minutes. So if you listen to it 10 times, it will take only 20 minutes, but you're going to collect a lot of ideas, collect a lot of vocabulary. So as you see here, bowling over. So what does bowling over mean? The word like thanks for bowling over. What does it mean? To bowl over. What does it mean?
Stopping.
To stop. Yes, very good. Thanks for stopping. Like I'm driving down to an art. What does it mean, down to an art? I have driving down to an art. What does it mean?
Like skillfully.
Yes, he's very good at it. Like if you learn something really well, if you're good at something, you can say, yeah, I have done it to an art. Cruise. What does cruise mean? Cruise through traffic.
Through traffic.
Yeah, just to be able to have evasive and elusive movement. Evasive يعني يتحرك يبقى فيه يعني يقدر يمشي في الترافيك. Now, do you have the time? السؤال ده احنا مش متعودين عليه، بس معناها what time is it؟ يعني تعرف الساعة كام؟ Do you have the time؟ أقصد بيه هنا مش do you have time يعني do you have time to لا بيقولوا do you have the time معناها الساعة كام؟ What time is it؟ like what is the time يبقى أنا do you have the time معناها it's half past 4 ما نقولش it's 4 and a half لا هي it's half past 4 أو it's 4:30. Okay, and skyscrapers. What does skyscrapers mean? Very
The Ferris wheels.
yes, very good. Very high buildings, like are called skyscrapers. Yes. Obvious. What does obvious mean?
Clear.
Clear, extremely clear. Obviously. Yes. Offer, like serve. Here, offer means serve. Serve means at reasonable. برضه expression ده حلو. At a reasonable price. Affordable price or a reason like affordable or a reasonable price. يعني ناخد بالنا من حرف الجر at. يعني ممكن تقول لي مكان في وسط البلد بيعرض وجبات بسعر معقول at a reasonable price فناخد بالنا من حرف الجر at. طبعا قال La fajita is fantastic and he said decor is really authentic. اتفضل. الامريكان عموما بيكرهوا حرف التي مش بينطقوا تي كتير. يعني هتلاقوا apartments هتلاقوا international هتلاقوا interview authentic he said authentic he didn't say authentic. البريتش العكس ما بيحبوش حرف الار يعني البريتش ما بينطقوش حرف الار كتير لك تيتشا دكتور كا بارك اللي هي كار بارك هما بينطقوها كا بارك ما بينطقوش مثلا مش بينطقوا حرف الار كتير انما الامريكان ما بينطقوش حرف التي كتير فهتلاقوا الامريكان كتير حرف التي حتى لما بينطقوه بينطقوه زي الده كده فاهم كده يبقى اوثنيك معناها ريل او جينوين او نوت فيك اوثنيك يعني جميل يعني لا مش فيك بورشن طبعا معناها بارتس فحلو هنا ان احنا نرجع تاني نشوف هنا اعتقد هنا خلاص كل الكلمات موجوده هنا بمعنيها you got it like real not counterfeit مقصود بيها it's not fake portion معناها an individual amount of food portion an individual amount of food we have decor like inner design اللي هو indoor furnishings of a building or at home فحلو ان احنا نستخدم الكلمه ديت ان يكون we speak يعني ما ينفعش اقول له thank you for stopping او مش ينفع بس اقول له thanks for pulling over ده الافضل لما حد pulling over معناه بيوقف العربيه على جنب الطريق ده اسمها pulling over تمام برضو في التليفون برضو لما نتكلم في التليفون غير لما نتكلم يعني بيبقى ليه مصطلحات لوحدها نعمل بقى الاكسرسايز اللي هي بوست listening exercises لو الليسننج ده سهل جدا عليكم ممكن نبدأ ناخد مراجعة advanced ده المفروض intermediate now sentence and vocabulary matching so now tell me this one yes the taxi yes we have to match like each word was like no in the sentence what's number one the taxi
Offered.
Offer.
offered what offered is a transitive verb
Indeed.
the text
Pulled over.
yeah pulled over what does pulled over mean stopped right stopped at the like the side of the road yeah the taxi pulled over and let us out near the train station the teenagers cruised very good it means what like they drove yes they drove the car very good now this restaurants
Decor.
oh yes what does it mean inner design yes this one I
I offered.
offered very good Okay, and this one, the museums in this part of the city are
Fantastic.
fantastic, excellent. This one, I guess it's easy. So if you like, inshallah, starting from next time, we can have very good. We can have advanced one. We can have a little bit more difficult listening activity. We can try it. Okay, here we have this one also. We have this one here. This one, mixed up sentence. Usually speaking, it's just one sentence. Here. So how can we rearrange the words?
The taxi driver
There, very good. Taxi driver
pulled over,
pulled over.
so we could
Yes, very good. So you could
see the old
skyscrapers. Yes, very good.
skies.
Skyscrapers, yes. See here, like there's a mistake in this sentence. What is it? Who's able to spot the error in this sentence? Do you see any mistakes? It's just one mistake, but it's like a huge one. Can you see it? You know the mistake here, like in English, if you have two complete sentences joined by so, you're supposed to add insert, you're supposed to insert a comma before so. So the taxi driver pulled over, comma, so we could see the tall skyscraper. ناخد بالنا ان tall بنستخدمها مع buildings مع trees مع people، فما اقدرش اقولها long، اقولها tall. tall طبعا صح، بس هنا الفكرة ان we were supposed to add a comma before so. يعني لما بنربط جملتين كاملين ب and or for yet so and but we're supposed to insert a comma before them. ده مش البريتش، الامريكان بيركز على ده. الامريكان بالذات بيركز على ده، الامريكان ستايل بيركز على اللي هي بنسميها ران سنتنس، لان so رابط ضعيف، فلما اربط بيه جملتين كاملين المفروض احط قبليه كوما. البريتش لا، البريتش مش بيركزوا قوي على النقطه دي، بس الصح ان احط قبل سو كوما. You got it؟ في برضه هنا في post listening exercise، بس هو بيبقى listening more than هو listening حاطينه الانبوتس بتاعه speaking you know. هنا here we have this one what type of people often ask, like you know here he said what types of question do people often ask a taxi driver about the ride or about the local area? Like have you ever like you know got into a taxi, like you know had a taxi, and when you talk with the taxi driver, what kind of question do you ask the taxi driver? Do you talk with the taxi driver, like if you like you know if you go to school or go to work by taxi, usually speaking, do you talk with the taxi driver or not?
I'm not.
You don't.
Or we can speak
So when you speak about what?
about anything in the life.
About anything in life. Do not add that before life because you speak about life in general. So about anything in life. I guess you're just speaking, people speak about increasing prices, inflation, hardships, or personal experiences. Yes. So do people tip taxi drivers? I guess not.
Yes.
Yes?
Wow.
It
If
depends.
I think he need that
Mhm.
and I have that,
Mhm.
I can do it.
So we can say it depends, right? You can say it depends.
Yes.
It depends. Yes. So, but in general, I don't think that people tip taxi drivers because it's a specific fare. So people just pay it. Sometimes they argue about even concerning it. So how much do you give the driver in general? Like if you like to tip the taxi driver, how much do you give him?
In Egypt,
Yes.
20 pounds.
20 pounds. Yes. So he said, imagine that you want to travel from your house or an apartment to the nearest airport and or other destination of your choosing. How much would it cost to hire a taxi or shuttle to make the trip? How much? This one is so like this is a general question. How much does it cost to hire a taxi in Egypt? How much does it cost to hire a taxi? And I know it depends on the distance, but what in Egypt, let's say average distance, average prices, average fare. So how much does it cost?
100 pounds.
100 pounds. Yeah. Okay. So use the internet to identify. Yeah, this one. Okay. So I guess, mashallah, today we're, mashallah, so active. Very good to have this one. So inshallah, next time we're going to continue this one, but we're going to have a different rule. And in listening, I guess we can have advanced listening. If this one is easy for you, can have advanced listening. I just like to see the following lesson here. This one is about what? past simple, positive and negative, past simple question. So if it's easy, you can skip it. We can have like a harder thing. Like we can speak about the past simple quickly. We have at, on, in, like prepositions at and on and in. They are in every single book. Okay. Okay, so that's all for
Okay.
now. Inshallah, next time we're going to continue this one. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send you a quiz on questions form, and I will send you a listening assignment. Intermediate, not difficult. I will send you intermediate one. But when we, inshallah, next time we're going to start with the difficult one.
Thank you very, very much for your effort.
Totally welcome. Totally welcome. Yeah, that's all for now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.